My name is Echo. I'm a transgender woman living in Los Angeles, and this is my story. Life is hard. It's difficult. It comes at us with unexpected turns and twists, but it's also beautiful and full of love and life. I'm an artist. I'm a student. I'm a performer. And I'm even a witch. I'm me. And I love who I am. And I want to share my story. So come join me. Hello everybody on YouTube, this is Echo, and welcome back to my channel. This is the third installment of Echo's Voice, a story about me, a transgender blah 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 something-year-old girl, and my journey as a transgender woman in Los Angeles. So today's episode is going to be a little bit about something that's a topic that every transgender person has to make a decision on in their life, and that is hormone replacement therapy, HRT it's also called. Not everybody does it, but it is, for some of us, an important part of pushing us forward in the process. So hopefully if you stick around, I would love to explain to you the do's and don'ts of the hormones, how it's treated me, and alternatives to taking hormones, because there are alternatives to the medicine, and I hope you'd stick around to hear what they are. Okay, so first things first, how long have I been on hormones? I've been on hormones now for 12 months. Yes, 12 months. I started October of last year. Yay! Woo! Cue the sparkles, or cue the confetti. And it's been a journey, I'll tell you that much. When I first started the hormones, I was scared. One thing that you do have to do when you're deciding to do hormones is consult a doctor. And that's first and foremost. It doesn't have to be a therapist or a psychiatrist. It can be your general practitioner, but you have to talk to a doctor about it. When I first started hormones, I actually went about it the wrong way because I didn't want to go through the doctor because somebody had told me it takes 3 months to get, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm so impatient, no. So I actually went through another woman that I had met, a trans woman, who had hormones, and I bought them from her. And unfortunately for me, the hormones that I was buying were not, they weren't hormones. They were, I don't know what she was selling me, but when I went to the doctor for the first time and he tested me, he was like, you don't have any estrogen in your body. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, so I'm sorry, whatever she was selling you was not hormones. And I was like, oh my god. So for like 3 months I thought I was taking them. I wasn't. And it was not real hormones. So go to a doctor. Don't get it off the street. Even if you trust the person, you just like never know. You never know, and it's always better to have your name on the bottle so that, you know, there's no issues when it comes down to like, whose are they? When are you taking? Like, do you have enough for me? Like, there's a, just get your own. It's super easy to do. Your doctor should be the one person that you trust the most. And if you don't trust your doctor enough to like ask him for hormones, then you need to find another doctor that you do trust. That's number one. Second of all, you have to make the decision. I hope if you have support, that's great. At the time, I wasn't speaking to my family, so I didn't have the support. I didn't have anyone to kind of like bounce the ideas off of and tell them about the pros and cons and stuff. But when you do decide to go on them, your doctor gives you this whole checklist of the things that it does to your body, the side effects, the dangers, what's permanent, what's not permanent. And a couple of the things actually on the checklist did scare me. I don't know everything off the checklist verbatim, but there was 2 things that stand out in my mind specifically. The first thing was infertility. So when you take testosterone blocker and then estrogen, basically it makes it so it's not 100%, it's not like a guaranteed thing, but they do say that within a year you do become sterile. You cannot produce your own sperm to create babies anymore. That scared me at first, actually. It's making my heart bounce a little bit right now because I always wanted to see what my own child would look like, what my own sperm would produce in a child, and I kind of always thought that, like, okay, in the future there'll be, sperm washing or like sperm splicing or something that will allow me to have my own child with a surrogate mother, which I think in about 20 years maybe that would be like something that's more roundly practiced, or like it's cheaper and it's not like $1 billion to have your own baby as a transgender woman. But I made the decision anyway. I said, okay, maybe I can like freeze some sperm or something. But at the same time, like now that it's been a year, I don't know. It's not as necessarily a big deal for me anymore that it was. Um, there's always other options. There's adoption. There's other alternatives to having children when the time comes, and that time is not here for me yet, and I don't know if it will ever be. So that's the first one out of the way. The second concern for me was the potential to um, develop breast cancer through your breast tissue that you develop from the hormones. That was another one, because not that anybody in my family had breast cancer, but um, for me, I don't know why, it just kind of, the thought of changing my body into a woman's body and then the potential to develop breast cancer in my tissue was frightening. It was just a little scary because I never considered breast cancer as a possible option of me dying. But now add that to the list, like, sun, milk, everything, check, check, check. But now add breast cancer to the list. But the truth is that like that too has semi subsided. Like it was a big deal at when I made the decision, but now it's okay. Um, so those were the big two on the checklist that I was concerned about. So now let's go over what the pills are. Okay, now for the pills. So let's start with the main two. So the main two are going to be, I have a whole slew of pills, so don't you worry, we'll go through them all. This is finasteride. I'm not going to show you my name on there, but this is finasteride. This is a 5 milligram tablet, and it is meant for testosterone blocker. This basically makes it so that you are no longer producing testosterone, so that your body is not conflicting and fighting with the estrogen that you're going to be taking. No, I don't feel like I have any like side effects or complications from that, so that's always good. And then we have, here we go, estradiol. Estradiol is a 1 milligram pill. I'm so sorry, 2 milligram pill once a day. It's a 2 milligram pill once a day, and I'll be honest about estradiol. So when I first started taking it, everything was fine, and actually some people, they don't know what to expect or how to feel on it, and neither did I. So I wasn't like sure how it was gonna go. Oh my god, my hair is not working for me right now. Okay, we're gonna have to start this over again, because I don't like the way that looks. Okay, so let's go over the pills. So these pills I take once a day, and I know that seems like a lot, but at the same time, if you take vitamins on a regular basis or something like that, it should be fairly similar to taking a vitamin every day. I've always taken vitamins my whole life, so it wasn't really an issue for me to like jump on board with this. So on top of the estrogen, I do take several other pills. I do take stress B complex, which is a vitamin B complex for stress. I take that just because I do like natural homeopathic medicines and vitamins. And this is from Nature Made, this one specifically, and it just seems to help me with mood swings, I guess. Like really, I started taking this, and that's when like I wouldn't get so jittery and angry whenever somebody would piss me off. I would just kind of just take things very slowly. I also take vitamin D. So ever since I started taking estrogen, my vitamin D has been, my vitamin D and my calcium both have dropped dramatically. And that's not good, because that can, in the future, develop bone mass, or you could lose bone mass, develop bone breakage, and also just like all around not be as healthy without your vitamin C and vitamin D. So I take vitamin D specifically. I do take a women's pill, a women's once a day multivitamin. I don't have the bottle with me because I just ran out today actually. But it's a multivitamin, just a one a day gummies, women's gummy that you can get in any store. I'll put it right here. So I take that daily. And then I also take this, which is Collagen Beauty. Now, Collagen Beauty helps you with your hair, your nails, your skin, um, basically just like the outer portions of your body. It says improve skin, fine lines, wrinkles, appearance of strength, and appearance and strength in nails. So I do take 2 of these a day, and that does help me with my hair growth, my skin just looking like not so brittle and boyish, but like more supple and feminine. And when you take hormones, that also helps too. It helps your skin just kind of flourish. Like everything, you shine, it seems like, because estrogen, when women experience high dosages of estrogen, it's usually when they're pregnant or when they're about to be like on their period, because biologically it's when they want to attract a mate, I guess you could say. So their boobs grow and their eyes get bigger and their hair gets shiny and all this beautiful things that happens to a woman's body when she's, going through her hormone cycles. Now we get to do it too, which is amazing, but like in a medical way. So those are really all of the pills that I take on a daily basis. Oh wait, no, and I take this too. This for me is super important. Ooh, this is called activated charcoal. Now, activated charcoal, you can get at any CVS, any Walgreens, but what it does is it absorbs all the negative things in your body that you don't need, that aren't suiting you any good, all the negative side effects and stuff from the medicine that I take, it absorbs all the toxins, it just absorbs everything bad. And it also helps clear up your skin, so if you have acne, this can help with that. But this actually has so many uses that, like, if you Google it, they'll tell you, like, they've done studies with activated charcoal and what it's cleared and what it's helped prevent, helped destroy. It's really good. So I would highly suggest taking this if you're taking um, any type of medicine that can potentially be harmful to your body or have harmful side effects or toxins. Okay, so those are the main pills that I take. Now, again, that is a huge decision to start taking that regimen of pills. It's not something that I took lightly. It is not something that you should take lightly either, because it does have permanent side effects on your body. Ones that aren't good, because, like I said, you're not able to develop sperm anymore. There's a lot of others. There's a whole checklist of things that I had to check off that, like, I had to know that this could possibly be a potential from these pills. For me, the benefit outweighed the cost. So I said yes because I wanted to develop my own breast tissue. That was the hugest thing. I wanted to develop my own breast tissue so that I could potentially get a breast augmentation. It's harder to get a breast augmentation when you have no boobs, because you have no tissue for the doctor to be able to work with, or like no pocket. He has to like make his own pocket and everything, and it's easier for your body to have developed your own tissue first. Now, there are alternatives to hormones, to HRT, again, hormone replacement therapy. There are alternatives. Now, those alternatives are homeopathic, or there are, you know, they've been studied on, but it's just, for me, it wasn't enough. I needed the full shebang. But there's things like, for instance, you can eat a high estrogen-based diet. Now, a high estrogen-based diet can be soy milk, like putting soy milk with everything you eat, soybeans, or what they call are, oh my gosh, what are they called? I keep doing this on this channel. I keep forgetting words. You eat them in edamame. There we go. Edamame has a high amount of estrogen in it because those are soybeans. So you can eat edamame, eat soy milk, or drink soy milk. Anything soy products have so much estrogen. Wheat, if you eat wheat, like oats, wheat and oats both have high levels of estrogen, so you can have that for breakfast. Have like a really dense breakfast of wheat products and oat products. There are other alternatives to that, such as, let me see. I'll have to put like a list of estrogen-based products here. products that you can do that are full of estrogen so that you can take those. But in regards to your testosterone, because again, because we are born male, we do have the ability to produce a lot of testosterone. Men produce 200 million gamete cells a day. Gamete cells are aka sperm, aka the love baby juice. So men produce 200 million gamete cells a day. Women, on the other hand, produce 200 million gamete cells in their lifetime. So basically, per day, per lifetime. We're used to, as being born men, we're used to having our testosterone come in every morning. I don't mean to get graphic, but like in the mornings, you know what happens in the mornings, and you need to like release that happening. And when you don't, you feel like all blocked up and gross, and you're just like, oh, I haven't done this today. Oh, it's been 3 days. Oh, I have a 3 day blah blah. It's like, come on, calm down, sir. It's not that big of a deal. Now it's not, but back then, I remember it was a big deal. Men just produce a lot of testosterone. One way to negate that, like without taking pills to like testosterone blocker, there are ways to negate that, and that is avoiding physical exercise. Physical exercise is the number one producer of testosterone. So you're picking up something, you're doing like lifting weights or going to the gym, and if you work out your legs are the biggest muscle in your body. If you work out your legs, you're producing more testosterone than any other muscle. So if that's something you'd want to do, is avoid heavy lifting or heavy exercise, because that is going to produce a lot of testosterone in your body, and that's going to combat everything you're doing if you're taking like the homeopathic or the non-medicine way of trying to transition, which is totally fine. It's totally your choice if that's what you want to do. There's no, again, I've said this before on this channel, there's no right way to transition. There's nobody who has the right answer for you, because it's all your body. It's your body, your choice. Not anybody else's on who I am, like how I've decided to transition. That has nothing to do with you, where you're at in your life, and how you and yourself deserve to go through this journey and experience this on your own terms. I'm actually just hoping that, if anything, if you can get something out of my experience from doing this, and perhaps from the mistakes I've made and the lessons I've learned, you yourself can make a decision that's more informed than mine were, because again, I was by myself, and everything that I learned was actually on YouTube or on message boards, trans message boards that I went on online. So that being said, I don't think I have much more to talk about today, except for hormones, the alternatives to those hormones, and yeah, I think that's what I wanted to cover. So let's do the ending here. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel today. I really appreciate your support, your comments, your likes, and for following me on this channel. When you do like, comment, and share this, it does help not only me, but other people who may be needing to hear the message that I have to say, other transgender people, people who are questioning, people who are supporters that may know somebody. So please, if you don't mind, please comment, like, share this video. It really means a lot to me to help me grow my channel. In the meantime, you guys, thank you so much again for coming back here. Next time, I hope to bring you guys some more content. If there's anything you'd like me to cover, any parts of my journey that you have questions about, please ask them in the comments, and I will be more than happy to bring them up in the next video. I do want to give you guys an update on my breasts, because tomorrow, which is Monday the 10th, I believe, I am going to see the doctor again. So hopefully things are good. I did have a couple complications the other day about the surgery. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, please see the video before this, video number 2. It's all about what happened with the complications in my breast surgery, and that I'm still dealing with, and I get to figure that out tomorrow. And I will make a video, and we will go on to part 2 of how my breasts are doing, because that was a very traumatic event that I'd gone through, still healing from. And again, check out video 2 if you are not sure about what I'm talking about. It's all in there. So thank you guys. Have a great night. Until next time.